What's up, Jets fans? Welcome to the latest edition of Jets the Latest, where you get the latest on the Jets, Jets. I'm your host, the spitting statistician, Dane Martinez, and today I want to catch you up on some of the signings the Jets have made even since rookie minicamp has closed. But before we get into that, again, thank you to the over 3,200 of you who have subscribed to the channel. Thank you for watching these videos, liking these videos, and engaging in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We are truly becoming one of the biggest, best, brightest Jets channels out there. Tell a Jets fan friend to tell a Jets fan friend. But let's get into it. One of the signings that I think has the best chance of sticking, playing a role on this roster, is veteran wide receiver Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick has signed a one-year, $1.5 million deal with the Jets. He's missed a couple of seasons with leg injuries, so across 6 seasons, he has around 2,600 yards, 18 touchdowns, almost 200 catches in his career. His best year was back in 2021 when he had 53 catches, 734 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That was with the Denver Broncos. Remember, Darren Muji was there in the front office with the Denver Broncos, knows him. Remember, Aaron Glenn knows him as well, time where Patrick was with the Detroit Lions. Here's the thing. He's supposed to be a good locker room guy, good character, and I think that is part of what Muji and Glenn are looking for in all these veteran presence that we're adding, right? We talk about the character traits of a Geno Smith, of a Demario Davis, and others that have been brought in. He's going to compete, in my opinion, for wide receiver 4-5. He's going to be competing with guys like Arian Smith, guys like Isaiah Williams, and others. But remember, the top 3 Jets wideouts are obviously still going to be Garrett Wilson, going to be Omar Cooper, and going to be Adonai Mitchell. I think this is a good veteran presence, a low-stakes kind of signing. You don't need something flashy to be your 4th or 5th wide receiver. And at $1.5 million, I think the price is right, much better than saying trying to go after a Deebo Samuel or a Keenan Allen, where you would have had to spend more money. And this is still letting the top 3 guys kind of flourish. Patrick can kind of be in as a pinch if one of those guys get hurt to be a number 3 wide receiver, and is going to be competing and pushing Arian Smith, Isaiah Williams, in case we need that veteran presence. We have made actually 2 other signings from guys that were at rookie minicamp. The next one I want to talk about is a linebacker. His name is Jaden Keller. This is a rookie linebacker that was out of Virginia Tech. He's kind of a versatile linebacker, 6'3", 235 pounds. He had 50 tackles last year, but a really good 2024 where he had 83 tackles, okay? He is known to, like I said, be versatile. He's going to be trying to fight for a spot on the roster, obviously behind Demario Davis, behind Jamian Sherwood. He's going to be competing with the likes of Mikael Walker, Kiko Mawinoa, Marcelo McCrary-Ball, who is also a special teams kind of ace. Here's the thing. To me, we knew linebacker was kind of a position of need. We have been talking about other veterans that they could get. But again, we are saving cap space by doing this. We're not bringing in a Jermaine Pratt. We're not bringing in an Okereke or others, right? Another kind of young guy to go ahead and compete. We shall see. I mean, I think it's going to be Demario Davis, Jamian Sherwood. We'll see if Keller can kind of turn heads, but you need to know about that. Another place where we have gotten a depth piece. This time, not a rookie, even though he was at rookie minicamp. This is an offensive lineman, formerly of the New Orleans Saints, and his name is Landon Young. First of all, this dude is 6'7", and you can't teach that, right? He's a 5-year vet in New Orleans. He's 28 years old. He's played 56 career games. He has 12 starts. Okay, he missed all of last year with an ankle injury. Here's the thing. Once again, that word flexibility, that word versatility kind of comes up. I talked about it with the linebacker Jaden Keller, right? How he's that kind of versatile piece. Well, Landon Young, in his career at the NFL level, has played both tackle spots and both guard spots. We already know about our starting offensive line, and we like it, right? But the kind of backups are going to be rookie Inez Cooper, who we drafted in the 6th round out of Miami, Max Mitchell, Xavier Newman, who we brought back, and Chuks Okorafor, right? And so Landon Young kind of adds to that. And I think, listen, we're bringing in experienced depth. I like the versatility. I will say this. Again, if you are a new subscriber or a new viewer to Jets Latest, on the offensive line, I think the critical piece here is going to be watching Inez Cooper, and can he develop and push not the other guards, Parham and Tippmann, but can he push center Josh Myers? Because another way we could do it is if he does, if Cooper proves that he can be out there, that he is developing, that he is good. He can move Tippmann back to center, which I think creates our best possible offensive line. But Landon Young, that versatility, is someone who has been signed, has played at the NFL level for 5 years as we continue to build out some depth after rookie minicamp. So we've been talking about Kenyon Sadiq and Omar Cooper and D'Angelo Pons and all of these guys, right? Bailey, of course, as well. Klubnik getting a lot of positive praise. But there was some under-the-radar things here, and Jaden Keller and Landon Young are two names who are now on the roster. So that's keeping you caught up. And remember, Tim Patrick, veteran presence, adding veterans to the wide receiver room. Is he sexy? No, but I like 6'5", and you could do far worse to be a wide receiver 4 or 5. Patrick has the experience of being a kind of wide receiver 3, 4, 5 in the NFL at this level. I'm not mad at that. So that'll do it for this episode of Jets Latest. Again, thank you to everybody out there. If you want to hear more from me, spitting statistician Dane Martinez, I am one of the 7 oracles. Go on over to the 7oracles.com. We have great content there, a free newsletter, great tools to really help you profit in these new prediction markets that are popping up, like Kalshi and otherwise. You could also hear me on SiriusXM. I am the host of the FTN Fantasy Show, where we talk about everything NFL, getting you ready from a fantasy lens now that the draft has happened, free agency has happened, to help you win your leagues and win that cash. But as always, I like to read out some of what you all have to say in the comments. So let's get to it. We've got teacher Joe DeVito, who says, I too hope Tippmann goes back to center. Though he's okay as a backup, Myers as a starter might be the weakest link. I agree. If he is a backup, and the way that would happen is if Inez Cooper, the draft pick, does in fact push him in that way. But I'll also say this. They're signing vet minimum Tim Patrick. They're signing, a guy who tried out at rookie minicamp. They are saving some of that $20 million cap space. Maybe that is the one shiny, pricey piece they get. If there is another offensive lineman that gets cut, if there is another offensive lineman that's out there that they got to spend $6-7 million on, maybe that is the move. Charlie Field, 6260. Tried and true regular. What up, Charlie says. I keep using the description, the new New York Jets. This is the new Jets team, and it has my full confidence that they're on a path to success. May Muji and AG keep up the great work. Listen, I like what they're doing. The roster overhaul this year is absolutely, I believe, strong. I think they've done it in the right way. I think they nailed the draft. And, of course, they're going to have cap space and draft capital next year. We got Hoo-Hoo 9080-D4M, who says, hey, good show as always, main man. Thank you. I'm telling you, you ain't got to trust me. If you are new, subscribe. This is what the people are saying. I'm so glad that the Jets drafted Cooper and Sadiq, and I like McClain. Remember, 6'5" out of Arizona State. I told you, Tim Patrick, 6'5". They're looking for that tall wideout. He is a fast, tall, has nice hands. Hopefully this new Jets team can develop him. I'm looking for this offense to be much better than it was last year. So am I, and I am excited to see how it all comes together as we get into mandatory OTAs and ultimately training camp. And now you knew some of the newest Jets. But that'll do it for this episode of Jets Latest. I'll be here all week giving you the real, giving you my thoughts on the Jets, what we saw in minicamp, how we are building this roster, and really what the potential is and the character traits of this team. I know I'll be here. Hopefully you will be too. But for this episode of Jets Latest, we out of here. Peace.